wanted to talk about a different fight on this card, actual banger. And I think this could potentially be the fight of the year, Chandler versus Poirier, a fight that's so unpredictable, I would say, because it's crazy. Because if Chandler just stuck to his wrestling and he wrestled with Poirier, I really think he'd win this fight. But
Yeah.
will he do it? I don't know. Like he doesn't seem to have, you said it earlier in the podcast, he doesn't seem to have the best cage IQ. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Like it'll be interesting to see how the first round goes, I think, or the first 2 minutes even. It'll be interesting to see like how quick it takes for Chandler to shoot, or if he doesn't shoot or not. Because like I was rewatching the Ferguson Chandler fight, and Chandler got clipped multiple times by Tony
Hey,
Ferguson. If you're getting clipped by Tony Ferguson, who's so slow at this point of his career and garbage, like what's gonna happen when you stand with Poirier? Like,
that's the thing. Like, but he did, and you saw that takedown too. He did land a good takedown on Tony. But if Chandler doesn't shoot within the first 3 minutes and he makes that conscious decision to feel Poirier out, to jab with him on the feet, trade blows, like he's gonna lose. And the thing is, I can't make a confident prediction because how am I supposed to be confident when Michael Chandler, when he gets clipped, just throws his game plan out the window and fights like a rabid dog? Like he's fighting like a pit bull with rabies. And, often he'll try to, entertain the fans. He'll get caught up in the hype and he'll make really silly decisions. Like if Oliveira gets his back, he'll do a backflip,
yeah,
land on the ground and give Oliveira his back. He'll take Justin Gagey down and end up getting more damage from that takedown because he lands on his head, trying to make the takedown really cool instead of trying to secure a dominant position. Often he doesn't go after those dominant positions. He doesn't go after, okay, I just need to win the round. He's seeking out those big moments to try to get some pop from the fans. And I think if you look at the way his career has gone, he needed to earn his name by knocking out Dan Hooker to make a statement. Then he had the title shot. It is what it is. He got knocked out, but he came back and he still wanted to really get accepted by the UFC fans because often fans can be a little bit skeptical when a guy comes in and gets a title shot after one win. That might not sit well with people. But he gets his respect with Justin Gagey, but at the expense of losing. Like, sure, he got his respect with a crazy fight, but he did that at the expense of not having a good game plan and actually giving away the fight to Justin Gagey because it was a close fight going to the third round. He was doing well in the third, and then all of a sudden he just starts throwing spinning attacks and he starts throwing weird flying knees that have no chance of landing and just walking into Justin Gagey's jab, and he's fucked. So then he went and fought Tony Ferguson, and that was like a gimme fight, and he still gets dropped. So I think that unless you're an absolute fool, Michael Chandler, you better be shooting for a takedown within the first couple of minutes. Otherwise, you're fucked. If you're getting dropped by Tony Ferguson, you cannot stand with Dustin Poirier. And here's the thing. If Michael Chandler wants to have any success on the feet, he needs to wrestle. Because if you make Dustin Poirier think about the takedown, if you show Dustin Poirier the grappling, if you let him know, listen, I'm grappling, that's my game plan. That's when the overhand right from Chandler can open up. That's when Poirier isn't going to be looking out for the right. He's going to be looking out for the takedown. I think that's Michael Chandler's path to victory. If he grapples, if he wrestles, I think he wins. If he doesn't do it and he gets caught up in a brawl, he's done. So it's hard to make a pick.
yeah, I think it's very hard to make a pick, and I just like it's not even like keeping Poirier guessing because like you actually had to you have to like actually take Poirier down. You know what I'm saying? Um, because if you're on the feet, I think if you're on the feet for like any time with Poirier, if you're a guy like for a guy like Chandler, I think it's dangerous. You know what I'm saying? For a guy like Oliveira, it's dangerous to be on the feet with Poirier. Like Poirier is one of the best boxers, if not the best boxer in UFC, and like you saw what he did to Gaethje, you see what he did to McGregor, who's another great boxer. You see what he did to
Yeah.
Max Holloway. Like Chandler's not even close to these guys' level of striking. So I think it'd
No.
be foolish to like try to make it into brawl. I think in the first 2 minutes, 3 minutes, he should first 2 minutes, dude. First 2 minutes even.
You should try to clinch right away. Straight
Oh,
up
for
right
sure.
away.
You should try to take him down right away. It's MMA.
Yeah.
I like you could like it doesn't have to like I respect that Chandler wants to be entertaining and stuff. It's great for the fans and stuff. But we wouldn't mind if Chandler shot for a takedown. You know what I'm saying? Like he would like if you
Because another thing is, if Chandler can win and get to a title shot or fight one of these
that'd
guys
be
who are
entertaining.
grappling at the top of the division, it makes for interesting fights.
Yeah,
It
definitely.
does.
Exactly. So I kind of I like both these guys a lot.
Yeah.
Um, so I wouldn't be upset with either whoever wins. But I think like it would be cool for Chandler to fight the smart way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it would be and see what if Poirier has anything for it. You know what I'm saying? Like people have criticized Poirier's grappling, stuff like that. So it'll be interesting to see like how much he worked on it and if he can prove those people wrong. But I don't even like know what to predict. I'm gonna have to go Poirier just because I think like I haven't seen Chandler do enough wrestling to really be like, okay, he's for sure gonna shoot a bunch. I don't even think he needs to. It's not even gonna be like one takedown. It's gonna be like taking down like multiple. Like he's gonna have to keep trying to take Poirier down, even if Poirier like one takedown isn't gonna be enough, or shooting once is gonna be enough. Keeping him guessing is gonna be enough. You're gonna actually have to like, keep this fight on the ground to actually win for Chandler. Because I don't see him having any success striking with Poirier. So I'm gonna have to go with Poirier. I think the first round, yeah, honestly, I just think Poirier's just gonna beat him up for 3 rounds. Honestly, that's kind of what I see is gonna happen. I think Chandler's gonna and maybe knock him out. He may TKO Chandler. I think Chandler doesn't have the best gas tank. He's got an iffy chin. Um, what if in the third round he clips Chandler? Like I don't think he's and goes like I don't think he's like Poirier is too much power to like. I think Poirier is a great fighter. He's smart. I think he's finishing him if he knocks him down. I don't think he's Justin Gaethje who would be stupid in that situation. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'd pick Poirier by decision just to be safe. But I can see this fight going in so many different ways, which is the entertaining aspect of it. I could see Chandler winning it by decision by using his wrestling and fighting very smart. I could see Chandler bringing in some grappling and then like faking a takedown, going with the overhand right and knock him out. Kind of similar to what he did to
Yeah.
Hooker. I know Hooker he didn't shoot for a takedown, but like kind of a similar punch.
Mhm.
Um, and then I could also see Poirier knock him out a bit earlier. You know, his challenge at the iffy chin, and then I could also see Poirier winning by decision. How do you see this fight going?
Honestly, like here's how I see it going. I think Chandler, honestly, I think like he knows that this is his last chance to actually ever get closer to a title shot. He needs to wrestle. He can't take risks. I think he's going to grapple. This can go one of two ways. He either rides Poirier out to a decision, right? Rides him out to a decision, stays on him the whole time, takes him down, doesn't let him up because Poirier doesn't have the best round game. Like, sure, he's a black belt, but when you're on your back, you're not doing that well. And we've seen when there's two guys that are good grapplers and one of them's on top, the guy on top usually is the one who's able to keep it there. And Michael Chandler is a tough guy to have on top of you. He's big, he's strong. I think Chandler is going to have him. And the only way I think Poirier can win this, unless Michael Chandler, if Poirier is going to win this with Michael Chandler grappling, I think it'll be in the third round if Michael Chandler's a little tired and is starting to gas a little bit. And in the start of the third round, it may look similar to what Charles did to Michael Chandler, coming out the beginning of the round, clipping him, putting him out. I could see that happening. So those are my two picks. Like I don't have an official prediction, but you know what? I think it's either a Michael Chandler decision or a Dustin Poirier early finish or a Dustin Poirier third round finish. But I'm going to go with a Michael Chandler decision because I think he's going to stick with it. And I think 3 rounds, like, come on, man, you can do it. 3 rounds, I'm going to go with Chandler.
I don't even know who I want to win though. You know what I'm saying? Like, is
I
there like a
think Chandler
guy,
like Hooker took him down, bro. I think Chandler can take him down and keep him there.
who do you want to win?
I honestly, okay, I'm gonna be real. Like, I'll be happy if both guys win. It would be cool if both guys win. I like both guys, but I kind of want Chandler to win because I know that if Chandler wins, his fights with the top guys are more interesting than Poirier. I think Poirier gets taken down and beat up by every guy at the top right now. Anyone who's gonna grapple, that's why I think Poirier could lose because like he's got a Achilles heel, which is wrestling, right? He's not a great defensive wrestler, and if he gets taken down, he doesn't have much to offer.
Yeah, yeah, I
And
completely.
and he could gas out when he's put on the ground. He can gas out when he has to try to get up.
Yeah, I mean, no matter how good your cardio is, if you're on your back, you're gassing
And,
out.
and Michael Chandler is also so explosive. Like if he wants a takedown, he can get it. Like Gaethje is a hard guy to take down. Michael Chandler picked him up and threw him. Like he can wrestle, man. That guy can wrestle, and he's a good grappler.
Yeah, I think he was
So
like Division 1 in college or something, or Division.
yeah,
He's like a state
yeah.
champion or something. Like he's skilled at wrestling. I wish he used it more because I think he would have, even in his Bellator career, I think he would have been a lot more successful long term. I guess, like his chin's a bit iffy at this point in his career, a lot of wear and tear. So yeah, no, I mean it'll be interesting to see. I got Poirier by decision. But if Chandler wrestles, he's gonna win that fight. And I think honestly, it would be more entertaining if Chandler wins. Also, I agree. Just because him versus Islam, I think would be an amazing fight. And that'd be a super entertaining fight because I don't know if Islam really takes him down quite easily. Chandler's
No,
really
not
strong.
in the early
He's a
rounds.
strong guy. And I know Islam is amazing striking defense, but Chandler's just got so much power that like he could catch Islam. I think that would be a really good fight, and I would want it. Did you see they were saying that the winner of this is likely next in line, not Volkanovski? That
Not Volkanovski.
that they don't want Volk to fight Islam.
Who
That's what
said that?
Islam said it.
Ah, I think Islam is just doing that to piss Volk off. I think it's going to be Volk and Islam.
You think so?
That's a much. I think Volk and Islam's a bigger fight
Trying to find
than
trying to find
Chandler Islam.
yeah, but like
I think I can't trust that. I think the UFC, they did the promo. They had Volk go in the cage.
yeah.
Volk wants it. Islam wants it. They're not going to do that.
Yeah. Why do you think do you think they're just saying that to hype up this fight more, the Chandler?
Yeah, they're doing that to hype up this fight. Yeah, without
That's
a doubt. I mean, neither of these guys deserve a title shot if they.
no.
I mean,
I
Poirier
think
just got his ass
Michael
kicked
Chandler arguably deserves one if he wins because he would have beaten.
more than Beneil, though. I mean,
But Beneil beat freaking like he beat
Gamrot, that's a better win
Gamrot was number 9, not than Poirier.
True. I understand that. I mean, listen, if Michael Chandler wins, it'd be cool to see him get a title shot. You're right. But I just think that I can't wait for this.